Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today it's kind of a beautiful day out here in Dubuque, Iowa. I think we're going to get up past the 40s, so a real heat wave. I wanted to do a review on our 2021 JLU EcoDiesel. We've had it for just a little over a year. We put over 22,000 miles on it, and thought it was time to give you a review and let you know whether I would buy another one again. So what are some of the things that I love about the JL EcoDiesel? Well, for one thing, I love the torque. When we drove the Jeep on the test drive, I took it about 2 blocks and I was done. I didn't need to drive it anymore. So that's kind of a long grade, and normally when we had our 2014 Rubicon, I would downshift at least 1 gear most of the time too, and the RPMs would be much higher. They'd be around, I don't know, 3,400 RPM. This thing, just like I said, 1900 RPM and just cruises. And you know, we really like the sound of the diesel. It's just, you know, we do a lot to make our Jeep look good. We put things on it to make it look good. We put things on it to, you know, make it more functionable. But at the end of the day, we also like the way that it sounds. And I like the way that a diesel sounds. So let's talk about fuel mileage. Some people want to try and recoup their cost of buying a diesel engine versus the 3.6 in miles per gallon saved, because the diesel does have a better MPG. We didn't look at it that way. People spend thousands and thousands of dollars to put new lights and all kinds of accessories on their vehicle, and they never recoup that cost. The diesel was something that we wanted. It was something that we liked. We loved the torque and just the sound and all of that. So that was kind of like an upgrade for us. We don't look to recoup that. With that said, we have noticed a substantial savings in fuel mileage. Of course, diesel is a little bit more expensive. You've got DEF, you've got the $250 oil change cost. All those things figure in. Honestly, even if it was a wash or it cost us a little more to own a diesel, we would still have a diesel. No questions asked. So I want to show you our fuel miles per gallon as calculated by the onboard computer. And I think I had 9,596 miles on this trip info, and it is showing 19.9 miles to the gallon. So that is covering all city driving, interstate. We pulled the trailers, several, probably at least 1,500 miles of that was pulling a trailer, or a 6x12 cargo trailer. So that's what we're getting right now. The highest I ever got was 36 miles to the gallon with the stock tires that came from the factory. And That was over about 130, 140 miles on 2-lane road, and it was about an average of 57 miles an hour. We were on pretty flat ground, so I mean that's the extreme. However, right away we took those off, put the 33-inch Patagonias on, and we never achieved that again. The highest on 2-lane that I've gotten since then was 30. But normal, just let's speak normal miles per gallon. Normally speaking, running 65, 70, whatever the speed limit is around here, we will get up between 22 and 23 miles per gallon minimum. That's just with the Jeep. Pulling a trailer, I'm going to say our average is probably around 13 to 14. I've seen as high as 17, and I've seen as low as 12. The 12 was in 20, 30 mile an hour winds. But that's also running 65, 70, 75, whatever the speed limit is. So that's not taking it easy and trying to save fuel. I do have a couple small complaints. One of them being in the accessory plug. Why are you putting it right here where you have to use the shifter? Why couldn't this be put up here? Most everything that we're going to charge, typically nowadays, we use some type of phone mount or something, a rail or something up here, and so having it up here would actually be even better for that. But I don't understand this whatsoever, as if you don't watch your cords, they get kind of messed up in the shift lever there. That's one complaint, and that's a small complaint, but it is something I would like to see them do differently. I'd love to see them maybe put a switch bank here, auxiliary switch bank, and then move this maybe up here somewhere or something like that. One of the biggest pet peeves I have is this thing right here, and that is the auto stop start system on this Jeep. I wish that you could disable it, or at least that it would you could have it in memory as to what your setting is, and that you want it off so that it will stay off. I know with the JL Taser thing that you can program that to stay off. However, I'm very reluctant to use any type of aftermarket stuff, just simply because of the warranty. Another feature that I don't like is this. If you put it in gear and you start to back up, I'll go forward, either one, and you open the door, it automatically puts it in park. There's so many times that you're backing up to a trailer, or you're on the trail and you'd like to be able to open the door and just take a look out and see where your placement is or what you need to do, that goes off. I haven't experienced this yet, but they say that the seatbelt, if you're really off camber, the seatbelt will not release. So there's some things that, you know, Jeep needs to rethink, in my opinion. Again, I don't know if it's a requirement safety-wise right now, or if it's just something that they added, but we as consumers on our end should be able to turn that off. Now, a couple of things that you get with the EcoDiesel is you do get a Dana 44 in the front as well as the rear. That's because of the extra weight of the diesel engine, I'm told. The other thing you get is a limited slip differential in the rear, and that makes it really nice. I think for us, in the long run, we're going to just put a set of manual sway bar disconnect, and then I'm going to put a air locker in the front only, because the limited slip in the back really worked nice. I just gotta show you here. We're in some snow, and with that limited slip, it just takes off. When I had the open dip, you would just spun one tire and, you know, that would have been the end of it. But so yeah, we like the limited slip. It worked really well. I noticed we got into a snowdrift, and you could really feel it working back there, and just a little traction both sides, and just kind of clawed my way right through it. So we're real happy with that. Some folks have complained about sloppiness in the front end. We've not experienced any of that. It handled great, tracked good, so I can't say anything about that. Overall, we are really happy with this purchase. Now, we have a 1998 TJ, and TJs are near and dear to my heart, always will be. We can have the debate about, you know, JKs and TJs and CJs and, you know, JLs, which one's better, JTs. Guys, it's what you like and it's what you want that matters more than anything. On the JTs, I just had a friend who put some 37-inch tires on, I believe it was. And to me, you have to go at least 37s on a JT to really fill it out and make it look good. The JLs, you can still do 35s and it looks good. That's something to keep in mind, you know. I mean, with the diesel, I don't feel like if I ran 37s or 38s that I would have to re-gear. I really don't. Would it hurt my fuel mileage? I'm sure it will. But that's another benefit of the diesel is I don't believe you have to re-gear when you go from 33, 35 to 37. It's got plenty of torque to handle that. So there you have it, guys. At the end of the day, we would definitely buy another EcoDiesel. We love it, and just can't say enough good things about it. If you are looking for a Jeep, please do yourself a favor and at least check it out. If you're not into diesels, you don't like the smell of the diesel, that's not really a concern at all. The only smell is when you're pumping. You got to pick your gas pumps and places that you go, otherwise you get diesel fuel all over the pumps and all over the ground and stuff, and that can be kind of a mess. But if you choose your fuel stations and take a few precautions, that's not an issue at all, so don't let that bother you. As far as the smell of a diesel, with the modern DEF systems, there is no smell. It's awesome. So anyhow, like, subscribe, and share my videos, and see you next time.